What's going on there, everybody? Welcome back to Mario Kart World. Previous video, we took on the Flower Cup at 100cc, and today, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm really trying to, we're going to be taking on the Star Cup on 100cc. So let's go ahead and with the penguin and the sled, why not? And it is the Star Cup. Man, let me use my brain for once. You would think I could remember these, but because of like the UI, it's really hard to remember that. And technically because the knockout tours are all different icons as well. So like trying to pinpoint which course comes from which cup is pretty dang hard. It is pretty dang hard. All right, but let's get into this video. Previous video, we actually talked a lot about how when this video goes out, we will be, or probably when this video goes out, because I don't know how my videos are mapped right now, how they're gonna look. We'll be having our second trip with the E family, the E family being my group of friends, of course. And we were talking about how like we were gonna play this game potentially as a tournament and like things like that. And I'm really looking forward to it. But I was basically saying how like we gotta kind of bulk record a little bit. It's not really like insane bulk recording. It's basically just covering the week that my friends are in town. Because for me, I'm not really going to be going super duper far away. I'm also not sure how streaming it's gonna look as long as I have something to carry my computer in. And we're looking real nice. And as you can see, Drakester just got on and he's playing some Mario Kart World, which is actually kind of interesting. Because today, the day that we're recording this, which is the 31st of July, by the way, so this is how you know that we're ahead on this. We were at, well, I say we. I was at work earlier today, and we get a message in our Discord from Drake saying that a poor financial decision is being what timing? A poor financial decision is being made. Now, if you know anything about Drake, he's we'll call him the gambling man. So, if you know anything about the definition of gambling, he's that guy. But he sent this picture of him at the store, and it was basically him getting a Switch 2. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, he talked to me about it before that he wants to get a Switch 2, and he actually wants to get Mario Kart Mondays back up and running because it is something that builds consistency, which is nice, especially for him when it comes to YouTube, because he can be, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with him, or I'm gonna be honest about him. He can be a little bit wishy-washy when it comes to staying consistent with stuff. Because one of the hardest things about routine is like kind of getting it up and off the ground for it to become a routine. But if I found out anything, like things like for me, Free Time Friday, even doing Mario Kart Mondays of Mario Kart World have been relatively easy to get into because you got to give it time for it to become a part of the routine. Like, it's for you to have fun, right? So other stuff will take priority over it. But if you don't have anything that is going to take priority over it, you can still make it a part of your routine and it should be relatively easy. Anyways, less about routine stuff and more focus on the story. So yeah, he posted this picture of him at, I don't know what store he was at, but he was like looking at a Switch 2, and I was like, okay. Poor financial decision. Yeah, I mean, you could have definitely timed it maybe after the trip. See if you really like the console before you spent the $500 on it. And then he's like, nah, if I don't like it, I return it. Simple. And it's like, okay, but still, that's $500 you're spending before the trip. Like, even if we do go out to a casino, which we plan to, you probably should still have some form of cushion, spending money, and not take a gamble that you're gonna win all of it back. But sometimes I can't use logic when it comes to that avenue with him. It be what it be. It be what it be. But yeah, he did that, and it was funny because I was just like, I looked at the picture and I was like, of all the times you could go out and buy this, why did you choose now and not, like, I don't know, a week or two earlier, right? Or after the trip, like I mentioned. Nicole was thinking the same thing as I was, and I'm like, yeah, why do we choose to drop $500, almost 500 grand? Not that much money. But why do we choose to make that decision now? Like I mentioned, he did want to get Mario Kart Mondays up and started again. He actually told me this. I think it was probably during the downtime between, probably believe the last Mario Kart Mondays video we uploaded together in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and the announcements of this game. And I'm sure we'll keep the same formula that we do, like our best of 5. But also at the same time, I think we need to find something to add some spice to the videos. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really decided that. So if you're someone who maybe hasn't seen the Mario Kart Monday series, I highly recommend you check it out. Because me and Drake upload our own separate POVs from the Mario Kart Mondays when we did Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I technically have more videos because he didn't start creating videos for Mario Kart Mondays until we got back from like one of our hiatuses. So he only has about 9, but his are a little bit more higher quality when it comes to like edits and whatnot. Whereas mine, I have about 20, I think 22. And I got some golden moments in there, but I wouldn't say like there aren't as many like meme edits or anything like that. So another reason why you should check that out is because we're actually planning to do a best of Mario Kart Mondays. Like, he's dubbing it Season 1, but I think it should just be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Because now that this game is out, unless he absolutely hates this game for some reason, and we go back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I don't know. I can't see that being the case, and I don't want to put things into the universe like that. But while I think this game has some glaring issues, it's also like it's like a pioneer. And what I mean by that is like 24-player Mario Kart. This is a pioneer of its kind. Open world Mario Kart, same thing. So it's gonna have some problems, and I've acknowledged that. I've accepted that, actually. Some of the problems are Mario Kart problems. Some of it is Mario Kart World problems. Prophecy, for example, is something that we dubbed in our Mario Kart 8 Deluxe series. Yeah, I might feel like I'm doing a lot of plugging when it comes to that, but yeah, I definitely think we'll change up the dynamic. I know Mr. Brown also said something about wanting to get this game and join us for Mario Kart Mondays. Now, most of you probably don't remember this, unless you're like an older viewer of mine, but the whole thing with Mario Kart with me and Drake started because back in 2020, during my, oh god, which series was it? It might have been our Pokemon Sword surprise trade lock. This was like when I first got my capture card. That was the first series that I did, was Pokemon Sword, and I did surprise trade lock. To put it in an even crazier perspective, this was when COVID first hit. So I remember like having a pretty good amount of free time because like I was in college at the time, but we weren't going back in person, so it was a bunch of online classes, and people were basically just trying to do checkups on the students, not necessarily focus on, oh, I got to lecture my class for the allotted time that I would if they were in actual class. Like, nah. I literally had a class that was my 8 a.m. class in person, and my professor would literally get some of us on to a Zoom call at 8 a.m. We'd be there for like maybe all of like 7 minutes, and then it's like, all right, have a good rest of your day. Or he'd tell us like basically what we have to do, and just be like, all right, have a good rest of your day. So that's where like school during COVID sucked, because like I felt like I didn't learn much in that class. But that was the situation we were in at the time, so that's what we had to work with. Anyways, besides that point, got a little sidetracked there. The context is that is when COVID took place, so that just goes to show how long ago it was. And Drake was in the Discord. This is like one of the last streams of the series, and he basically called me out saying that he could beat me in Mario Kart. And like he talked about because I think it was brought up earlier that stream that he was asking me like if I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, and I was like, yeah, I would say I'm pretty dang good at it. And so this is Drake thinking that he's, you know, hot shit. This is where his ego got the better of him. And so it was basically like, it's like, if you want me to smoke your shit in Mario Kart next week, and I'm like, this boy really thinks he can beat me at Mario Kart. Keep in mind, I'm not someone who's like uber confident, but like in a game like Mario Kart, probably not this one, but definitely Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I would definitely put my money on myself for this. And so Drake is like, put a wager on it, because again, gambling man. And he's like, if you want to put 20 bucks on it, and I'm like, run it. And as soon as he heard that, he was basically like, shit. Because I never bet money on things like that. So as soon as he heard that, he was like, shit. Because I said it quick and I said it confidently. And if you haven't seen that stream, or better yet, haven't seen the video, because we actually re-uploaded that stream where that stuff happened as a video, and that was basically episode 1 of our Mario Kart Monday series. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out, because it is very, very entertaining, and I feel like that's just what I think. But that's the Star Cup done on 100cc. I almost at 150. We'll get there soon enough, but yeah. Mario Kart World, will we see some form of redemption for Drakester? Maybe. I think if we do our traditional method where we play against the AIs in like a versus game mode, no. But if we play worldwide, oh, 100%. Because worldwide is a clusterfuck. But yeah, we're pretty much going to wrap it up here, because I'm just going to go through this screen again, yada, yada, yada. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you show your support by clicking that like button. That will be greatly appreciated. While you're down there, hit that sub button as well. And leave in the comments if you haven't seen Mario Kart Mondays, or if it even sounds remotely interesting to you. Let me know if you want to see that stuff again, and potential ideas or twists we can do. Because the plan is to do it every Monday, kind of like how we did it before. But like I said, some tweaks, some changes, something different. I know we're doing it in a different game, but some suggestions that never hurt, because we noticed that some people had different ideas, and they can be better than the ones that we have presented to each other. So definitely would be cool if we got some ideas for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Mario Kart World. I almost said Mario Kart Mondays. Mario Kart World. Peace out.